Welcome to the RavensSpace on YouTube. My name is Jason, and this is RavensSpace Daily, where we talk about Baltimore Ravens news every single weekday. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We have 3 news stories. 2 of them are sad, but we're going to hop right in. Please subscribe to the RavensSpace on YouTube if you're not yet subscribed. Also, special shout out to our Patreon subscribers, because without you guys, none of this can happen. Also want to say thank you guys so much for showing your interest in the fantasy football leagues. They're all full already, so thank you guys so much. If you did not get in and you sent me an email, I will let you know that you did not get in, and I will, keep you guys updated if someone drops out or something like that. Thank you guys so much. We truly do appreciate it, and we're gonna have a great time. And I'm gonna do something special for just you guys, maybe on a different video that's not part of another series about the fantasy football updates and different things like that. So we're gonna hop right in to the news of the day. And the first story is super sad. It comes from a bevy of different places, and it's about Joe Flacco injuring his back. A lot of people have started reporting on this. Joe Flacco hurt one of his discs in his back when he was weightlifting. From what I heard, it's been hurting him for a while now, but he hasn't been saying anything about it. After lifting weights, he re-aggravated it. Now, he had an MRI done, and the MRI said that he should be fine. Now, when the story first broke out, a lot of people said that he was going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. That is not the case. Let you guys know, a lot of stories did say that, though. They got it from a source that was very reliable, and that's what the Ravens thought at first as well. However, the doctor said that if Joe Flacco just rests for the first week of camp, he should be fine. Again, he only, aggravated it, nothing more serious than that. So he will be playing for the Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion, week 1 of the NFL season. If you guys don't believe me because you saw an article, specifically go to ESPN, and the headline is Ravens Joe Flacco to miss first week of camp with injury. So that's where I got the information from. Adam Schefter said first week of camp. So he'll be fine. I don't think you'll see him in any preseason games. The first time you'll see Joe Flacco is week 1. But this is a thing that scared a lot of people. It scared me, because if we don't have Joe Flacco, in my opinion, we're not a playoff team. I really do think the quarterback is that important. So that is what I say. Again, it was a shocker. It was scary. However, Joe Flacco will be there week 1 of the NFL season if he does not re-aggravate his back. Again, if you do not believe me, you saw Bleacher Report or you saw NFL.com say one thing, go to ESPN. That's where I got my source. I do think that he will only be injured for 1 week. The first week, he will only do light practice, and you will not see him in any preseason games. So again, let me know how scared you were about this situation, because I was very scared. And we're going to go to the second topic of the day, which is also sad, and it talks about John Urschel's retirement. John Urschel, for you guys who don't know, is an offensive lineman for the Baltimore Ravens, was in a competition for the center position, and now he's gone. After the CTE study, he had to make a hard decision about his NFL career or his teaching career or his science career. As you guys know, he's also a student at MIT while he's playing football. I think he was afraid that he knew that these studies were real, that this is a real thing that's happening. People are getting brain injuries and brain issues, and he wanted to save his, career from a science perspective. So you can't be mad at him for that. But what happens is now Ryan Jensen is going to be the center for the Baltimore Ravens, and now we got the hope that he's ready to play. So I'll read you guys the note that Urschel left for the fans. Thank you, everyone, for the kind words today. It wasn't an easy decision, but I believe it was the right one for me. There's no big story here, and I appreciate the right to privacy. I'm extremely grateful to the Ravens and blessed to have been able to play the game I love at the highest level. It is a great game, and there are some games like the playoff game at Pittsburgh that I will never forget. I'm excited to start working on my doctorate in mathematics full-time at MIT. I'm looking forward to the chance to take courses that are offered only in the fall semester, while spending time with my fiance and preparing myself for new challenges that will come with fatherhood. We're expecting our first child in December. And so as you guys can see, this is a big news day. Joe Flacco's thing happened. John Urschel retired. So the Ravens have lost about 5 players in the matter of like a month or 2 months. It's crazy. You got Kenneth Dixon getting injured, Dennis Pitta getting injured, John Urschel retiring, Joe Flacco's injury, it's Tavon Young's injury. It's kind of crazy right now. But you can see the kind of week it's been so far with all these different injuries and retirements. So, but that's the news. John Urschel is now officially retired from the NFL. And then the last story of the day deals with Colin Kaepernick. And now that Joe Flacco has shown that he has maybe an injured back, which is an injury that, you know, it can be serious. It can be very, very serious. Now with that injury, people are saying that the Ravens should go get Colin Kaepernick. I do not think this will happen. The Ravens historically have, you know, carried 2 quarterbacks. I do think that they think Joe Flacco will be ready if they take care of him. And I do think that they have faith in Ryan Mallett. But a lot of people are saying that this will be the opportunity for Colin Kaepernick to get back in the NFL because of the Harbaugh connection to Kaepernick. Because we do know in the past that the Ravens like to keep a running quarterback on their roster. A lot of people do think Colin Kaepernick has his chance with the Ravens. I do not. I do not think the Ravens are going to go get Colin Kaepernick. I don't think they want him as a player. I don't think, you know, they think he's that talented. You know, from a throwing perspective, of course he can run. We all know that. But from a throwing perspective, I don't think they think he's that talented. I don't think that they think he's worth the money you have to pay him and worth the publicity and different things like that. And I do think they like Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett has been a good piece as a backup. I do think they like him. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you want them to add Colin Kaepernick to the roster? And like we do at the end of every single episode, I answer a question from you guys, the RavensSpace community. And if you want your question featured on the RavensSpace, please send your questions to TheRavensSpace@gmail.com. Now this question comes from Zach, and Zach says, if you could take one player from any team and have them on the Ravens, who would it be and why? Thank you so much for this question, Zach. In my opinion, I go quarterback. Quarterback is the most important position, and the answer is Aaron Rodgers. I think, in my opinion, he's the best quarterback out right now. We saw that he can single-handedly take a team to the conference finals, beating out talented teams like the Cowboys and talented teams like the Giants, really by himself. You know, of course, he had receivers who are also talented, but he carried that team. And we saw that he's a great player, and we all knew that already. If he would be on the Ravens, with the Ravens defense, with the weapons that the Ravens currently have, I think it would be formidable. I do think he's the best quarterback in the NFL, and so I would take him. Thank you guys so much for watching this news-packed episode of RavensSpace Daily. It's been a pleasure to give you guys Baltimore Ravens news. Please subscribe to the RavensSpace on YouTube if you're not yet subscribed for the greatest Baltimore Raven content on the internet. Also, check out our highlight video, Terrell Suggs' MVP year, defensive MVP year. It's an awesome video. Check it out. Thank you guys so much, and go Ravens.